I'm not recording. Oh wait, I am recording. Okay. What?
Hey.
Not hey, I'm crying. So we're back for another episode of the Taurus review. We're reviewing things because we have a lot of opinions and obviously we're both Tauruses. So
Hmm.
shout out to the Earth signs of the zodiac. Not all of
Hmm.
them, but mainly Tauruses. Yeah.
Mainly.
So I was just telling Zoe, right? I was just telling you that. So both of us are not on social media right now.
No.
So we're like kind of out of the loop. I feel like when it comes to news and stuff like that, or just like pop culture.
Pop culture for sure,
Like I
yeah.
definitely try to keep up with news as best as I can. I just be reading articles. But I was just saying that I found out that I don't even know, should we say the name? I'm like the redacted Steam files. Like I'm like
Um,
I don't
yeah,
know.
them files,
Yeah, were just released apparently. Or like it was the non-redacted files.
the non-redacted files were
And that,
released.
and what were you saying?
Jay-Z and Pusha T allegedly were found in these files.
Yeah.
But what were you saying about the,
So I have not done any research on this. So please don't,
yeah, like fact
yeah,
check this, like this,
please fact check it. But
like,
from I've heard, and this is just from mouth, right? Mouth to that sounds crazy. Um, that they were allegedly eating babies and gutting them and
wait a
eating
second.
their intestines and eating their poop. Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
I
hold on. I'm crying.
Nah, because when you first told me this, I
Yeah,
didn't know it was all that.
it went from worse to worser.
It went from worse to hell, the depths
Yeah.
of it.
But I'm just like, why
Where are
would
you
they
getting
do
these
that?
babies from?
Where's this information from? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really understand, honestly, like this whole redacted files thing.
Hmm.
Is this like a connection with the man in the office?
Yeah. Apparently he's in there.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
should do research about this, but a part of me is just like it involves these
Yeah.
people that I don't care about. But
Mm. For me, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just hesitant to dive deep into that because I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical of just a lot of things that are being released because, and to my knowledge, apparently the government released it. So that's why I'm just like,
see, and it's okay. So now I'm like, well, what do they got to do with this?
and why would I believe them? I don't know. Like, I just
Right.
don't, it's just not clicking for me. And I'm like, I don't want to get really, I don't want to get too deep in something that I feel like when people are pulling my chain, like I don't know, I feel like it's just too. I'm like, it's not that I don't think that these people are capable of doing these type of like deplorable, like cult like shit. Like I know they are because they are killing people, and
Yeah.
like it's just that is the reality. But I think it's just my concern is that sometimes these things can be so ridiculous that it can feel like a distraction
Yeah.
from what's we're seeing with
What's
our own
going on
eyes.
currently? Yeah.
And I feel like yeah, it's just why distract myself when I'm already distracted to some extent. Like I feel like we're already distracted. Why
Real
real
eyes.
eyes recognize real lies. Yo, okay,
Shout
so
out to
talk.
Mo, by the way.
No, truly, because why did I wake up okay, I know I said I'm off of social media, but I don't really count Facebook as being on social media because
Neither do I.
I don't scroll on there very often. Like I will randomly remember that I have Facebook on my phone and I'll be like, let me look at that app. Let me look at
Mm-hmm.
Marketplace. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But why was I on there and I somebody posted about like asking folks why they don't support Trump. And the comments were very interesting. And
Hmm.
I'm just like, damn, like we still talking about that man in 2026 on Facebook. Like it just feels
Yes,
like 2016 all over again, like being in high school and people were just like posting their
we're regressing.
unsolicited opinions about what they think. And I'm just like reading this now that I'm like older and more aware. I'm just like, damn, like we're stuck. Like we're
We're
cooked
stuck in a loop. Time
in a
isn't
loop.
real.
Like it,
Like
like literally we're so
we're
cooked
10
because I'm
years
just
back
like,
again,
what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking
and
about? Like,
nobody really knows.
no, what?
Nobody really knows. It's just the same couple of phrases and words
Oh my
regurgitated and sent
God.
back around.
It's
Nobody
just,
understands anything.
it's literally so jarring, I feel like, to be an adult right now in
Yeah.
this world, in this society.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm not saying I understand anything because I don't, but I shut the fuck up. I don't know.
you know, like, why is the comments talking about, well, I can't even,
Ooh.
I can't even get into the comment. It was a very
Yeah,
long
it
comment.
was a long
But
comment.
it's
Yeah.
funny because that person, I am not related. Like the person in the comment is somebody that I've known my whole life to be a hotep. Like
I was about to ask you, is
they,
this
they're hotep,
someone
yeah.
that you
My,
knew?
yeah, like I know them. They're like a relative of a relative,
I
but
see. So
like
like a third cousin, a
I'm
second
not related
cousin,
to them. Yeah, I'm not related to them technically,
right?
but like maybe I am because slavery. I don't know. Anyway,
Right.
um, yeah, but my entire life I've known them to be a hotep, and it's like damn, like you really about that life. Like you
They
homophobic,
are
you hate
tapped
women,
in. They kind of
you
hate everything.
yeah, and I'm
That
just
their comment kind of confused me too. I couldn't
yeah,
gauge what side they were, I guess, on
yeah.
per se, because one second it felt like they hated the person in office, and then the other side felt like, okay, this is why I'm supporting the person. I was confused. I'm not
I
gonna
think they're
lie.
confused. I don't think they know what's going on. I think they're gonna continue to feed that loop. Whatever supports their theories, I feel like that's what they are supporting. They're not supporting they said they're not supporting Democrats, they're not supporting Republicans, they're not supporting CNN, but maybe they support Trump. Potentially.
Like, make it makes, but they don't care if it makes sense. As long as it makes sense to them, that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Right. Because at the end of the day gotta end. And if the day gonna end, thank you, Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that's what they wanted. That's what they want you to believe. That's what they want you to believe.
Sure.
At the end of the day, they want you to believe that the day gonna end. But at the end of the
But
day,
the end,
the
right,
day not gonna
at
end
all.
at all. Anyway, child. So there's a lot of wild things happening in the world right now.
It's a lot, but we take it day by day.
We do day
Take it
by
day by
day,
day.
day by day. How has your social media break been for you?
Oh, it's been exquisite.
Mm,
Like, I just been really locked in since the new
mm,
year, like for
mm,
real in a flow state.
yeah.
Just like getting shit done,
Mm,
limiting the screen time.
period.
That should be hurting your, like, that's not
Yeah.
good for your eyes. I
At
don't
all.
think the eye fatigue that I can get in a matter of minutes, half
Mm-hmm.
an hour, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Turn that night shift on, keep it on all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit, the screens be hurting my eyes a lot. Make sure to do the 20-20-20 rule.
Mm-hmm.
Look away for 20 seconds, 20 feet away every 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But yes, the break from social media, I feel like I'm not missing shit if I'm being honest. Like also, especially with TikTok. TikTok is like you're able to see so many people or so many different people's lives
Mm-hmm.
that offer no value or substance to your own, and so you get caught up in their whole life, and it's just like, why do I even care? Because
Yeah.
I don't. And every day I'm on this app and I'm checking to see what they doing today. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like people that be sending them lives all
Mm-hmm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
you know what, they making money. I
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But it's like people that sit in their lives all day and it's like I'm looking at the comments and it's like for real fans in the comments like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, this person in live, for example, let's say I'm on live and
Mm-hmm.
all I do is drink and smoke all day on
Right.
live. But there's people in the comments that's like, hey, yeah, I'm finna roll up with you. I'm finna take a shot right now. There's okay, hold on, it's about to get a little deep. There's
Mm-hmm.
something about there's like a digital community that
Mm-hmm.
people sometimes build
Mm-hmm.
off of things like that and kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Um oh my God, parasocial relationships that I think is running rampant
Mm-hmm.
these days. And it's just very interesting to see like how somebody else's life then gets integrated into your own life and then you that like that's something you look forward to in your day and like that's your little dopamine. Yeah, like I don't know, there's
Yeah.
something very anyways, I had to get off of all that.
Yeah.
Instagram including. I don't care about no offense to anybody I have on Instagram, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't know, it's just not healthy to be
Yeah.
in everybody's business all day every day.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's how I felt on Twitter. Um,
Oh, we're not
yeah.
even speaking about that. That is dead gone.
Yeah,
Long
yeah.
gone.
What? Yes, I was heavily on that app for years. And one day I just decided, why am I here?
Why are we here?
Why am I here? I'm like, I should not be seeing all of these people's thoughts. First thoughts. Like first you ain't even brush your teeth,
Yes.
crust in your eyes. You sitting on the toilet taking your first dookie of the day and you're tweeting about it. And I have to read that.
First dookie of the day.
Yeah, I have to read about that. I
Just
have to read
woke up.
about people's unsolicited opinions about things. I have to read about just, I don't know. I feel like social
Bigoted
media,
thoughts. Like it's just
bigoted thoughts.
very
Yeah, because now that it's not Twitter anymore. It's like,
yeah.
it's just, the internet is a scary place, I will
It's
say.
very it's the streets. It's the
Yeah,
streets.
it's a scary place. And I was off of Instagram for a while too, like for a few years. And then I recently am back on
Resurfaced.
just because I'm a DJ, so I feel like, now I have to have some type of I have to be perceived to some extent, which is I've been a DJ for a few years, but I feel like this is the first time that I'm like projecting, like presenting myself as a DJ
Hmm.
to strangers and people I don't really know. And but I think honestly I feel like I have a much healthier balance now because I don't really scroll on there. Like I feel like every now and then I'll find myself kind of looking at reels and I feel like once I recognize that I'm like I'm gonna get off now. And I feel like what has helped is just not really like I don't know where it is when when you're searching for apps.
Yeah, do you like hide it from
I hide
yourself?
it from myself, yeah.
Yeah.
And in my spotlight, I'm like, don't suggest this to me. So I feel like that helps a
Yeah.
lot with my ADHD. Like it helps to out of sight, out of mind. So I'm just like not thinking about it as much. And I think because of that, when I find myself scrolling, I'm perturbed a little bit because I get annoyed. Like I feel like I have a less of an attention span to be on Instagram or to just really be on social media now. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I agree. I feel like unless I'm using it for some purpose, to make some connections or to share art with people, I just don't need to be. I don't need to hear your thoughts. I don't need to hear. I don't need to know what you got going on in your personal life. I really,
About to head out.
unless I know you, then and we gonna catch up. We gonna catch up. You know, get some coffee, you know what I'm saying? And then you can tell me your business. But aside from that, like, I don't give a fuck. And it's not no shade, but I really don't care. Like, I just
Yeah.
feel like we have too many things going on in the world,
Like
personally, interpersonally, that it just feels,
I feel like I'm wasting time. Not saying like
yeah.
I can't do shit like that in my free time or whatever, or
Mm,
like it just feels like it's again, it's not contributing
yeah.
anything towards me
Mm,
positively. At
mm,
least like there's no point in me really being on here.
yeah.
So
Damn. So, you know, we we're doing that tourist. I feel like a lot of tourists are like that though. I don't know. I feel like we're
Oh,
very, it is very much so a tourist thing to not be on social media like that. Or to not really be perceived on, not really want to be perceived. But I don't know. We're not all the same, you know what I'm saying?
right. We're not a
Um,
monolith.
but yeah, let's get into the topic for today.
You know, you said the word perturbed earlier, right?
Yes, yes.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, an hour ago, I had to look up that word to make sure Portia was using it correctly.
Oh, she used it?
She used it.
Did you
And
get oh, okay. Okay. We got I feel like we should introduce it. I'm getting a little ahead
yeah,
of myself
we're
because I'm
going no, yeah,
excited.
we're gonna introduce it. So
Okay.
Portia from the Real Housewives of Atlanta,
Hmm.
we are going to be discussing some interesting character dynamics we've seen with that show
Hmm.
and just kind of like breaking that down.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so Portia is one of the newer characters, and
Characters.
she will be discussed for real.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've been doing a re well, for you it's a rewatch. For me, it's my first time ever watching it.
Hmm.
Um, for people that don't know, which I'm sure you know, I am a reality. I like shitty TV. Like I really do. I am just now accepting it. For a long time, I think I just didn't accept. I'm like, no, like it's just background TV, like da da da. But I really
Yeah.
like. I've seen so many seasons, and I'm embarrassed to say
Hmm.
of baddies. Like I seen. I eventually stopped watching it
Hmm.
because it turned into them just every other episode they were just kind of getting into a circle and picking out and just fighting. It was just a fighting. They were
Yeah.
traveling and beating each other's ass. And I was just like, well, this is kind of boring. Like there's no I feel like when it was like there was a little bit of like actual tension because they were kind of friends for real to some
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
Or like some people had their like really close friend that I feel like when there was like actually a desire to there was a hunger.
A
When there was a hunger
hunger.
at the beginning. Um, it was like okay, it still was shitty TV, but it was like I can, engage. But
Hmm.
yes,
Hmm.
I really fuck with. I just find people so interesting to observe.
It's literally we're people
It
watching.
just, literally, I'm a people watcher, and I feel like this is just like a sociological
Yes.
experiment.
Like
And
what would
so,
make them do that?
exactly, like, why would you do
Why would you
that?
do that?
Why would you say
Does that
that?
make sense?
Are you okay? And is this real? I feel like I'm always left asking, is this real? Because I feel like when I'm
Mm,
watching reality TV, I mean, I know a lot of it is curated and orchestrated, but I feel like especially at the beginning, but I think I find very interesting about the Real Housewives of Atlanta is that this is the oldest in the Housewives franchise, right? This is the first
yeah,
housewife.
this is the first Housewives, yeah.
And it's been on what, like 16 seasons? How many seasons?
16 seasons, yep.
16 seasons. And so I think what I find really interesting is that like yes, maybe at the beginning and even throughout there's orchestrated tension to some
Hmm.
extent, but it's like these people are now actually they're coworkers and they're actually building relationships. And now I'm currently on season 6, you're on season 5,
Five and a half.
5.5. And so now I feel like season 6 is kind of wild as fuck. I'm not gonna lie because it's the same cast
Oh my
from the previous
God.
season.
You know what's crazy?
What's
It's
up?
not Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's Real Housewives of Orange County, but it's by like a year.
What? Maybe they're the
Yeah.
first like black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely the first black.
yeah. Like I feel like it's monumental. It's
Hmm.
it's something. But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I just find it very interesting because it's like now y'all have lore. Like now, like y'all be hanging out in between
Yeah.
tapings, you know what I'm saying? In between like now y'all have established and even before I know some of them knew each other or come from the same places. So it's like y'all still had some type of knowledge of one another, but it's like
Yeah.
now that you guys are like coworkers, y'all have like lore and I feel like when that gets involved and now they're kind of at the point where the cameras don't even really phase them anymore. So now they're just kind of being a little bit more themselves because you can't mask for 16 years on camera. Can't. Like it's
Some of
so
them tried. Some of
yeah.
them are trying.
So yeah.
Um,
And we about to get into that.
And I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah,
And this might have to be a two-parter, you know?
potentially. Yeah.
'Cause like it's just so much.
Hmm.
But well, okay, so you started on season 3, right?
Yes, I did. I had intentions on going back to see because normally I'm a chronological watcher. I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck if how bad the first or second season is. I feel like I need to know the background because how do we get to this? What's
How
the
did we get to
context?
that? Exactly.
But I started watching with my friend, with Claude. I don't know why I said my friend,
It's
Claude, and he recommended I start on season three, and so I feel like once I started there, I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel like stopping to go to season one and season two, and then
yeah.
as I kept going to each season, I'm like, damn, like I just don't really feel like going back. But I kind of feel like I have a idea of some of the like fallouts at the very least, like in
Yeah.
season one and two. Like I know, like you said earlier, Sheree, I know Sheree like choked Kim or pulled her wig off or
Pull
some
her
shit,
wig. Oh my God, that was so
and Nene
ridiculous.
also choked Kim like season two or whatever.
Yes.
So it's like they reference old things, and so I feel like I'm at a place where I kind of have a little bit of knowledge of at least the beefs.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I started from the beginning when I rewatched it. And honestly, even when I first watched this initially, like back in high school, I s- didn't start watching until like season 6-ish,
Mm-hmm.
season 7. Because that's when they started making those episodes at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But through that time, I've always seen like clips here and there of the earlier seasons,
Mm-hmm.
which always made me be like, oh, let me go back and rewatch it. So yeah, the reason why I like the first I like the first season especially, but I like the first two seasons. One, because they're short, they're only 10 episodes. It's easy to digest, and it really does like set the tone of foundation of like what you're expecting from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like Atlanta is very like this this like bougie culture, but it's just kind of like it's kind of taking what you have, which might not be a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to make it a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that's the best. There's a different way I want to try to explain that, but like it's very flex coded. Like
Mm-hmm.
people want to flex. People want to flex for real. Like,
Yeah.
and I definitely think, and this is my opinion, that like Real Housewives of Atlanta was a good example of that flex culture kind of becoming into the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it wasn't always there, but
Mm-hmm.
like Atlanta itself, like compared to like the early 2000s and the 90s to like the later 2000s, it's a very different culture. And then you'll see a lot of like natives talk about how like, oh, this new school Atlanta is different and
Mm-hmm.
like they doing different shit and blah, 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 all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so yeah, I think the first season really sets the tone of like what you're expecting. Like, I'm Nene. This is my house in my private estate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Side note, I used to deliver pizzas in that where
Really?
in that first yes, it's a big ass, it's a huge neighborhood. It's a gated
Yeah.
community. It's huge as fuck. Um yeah, so it's just like I'm Nene. This is my gated community with my Range Rover and my beautiful family. And what's the other one? Lisa Wu. I don't you
Wasn't
see
she married to
you
like Keith Sweat or some shit?
Yes, she was first married to Keith Sweat and then remarried to Ed Hartwell, who got a
Whoever
fat
that is.
booty.
Who is that?
He a football player.
Mm-hmm.
And he got injured and was trying to get drafted again, and
Mm-hmm.
then just like his injury kind of just fucked everything up. Anyways, yeah, so it just kind of like sets the tone. Like these are housewives that
Mm-hmm.
their spouses are famous somewhere in the community or like have money to a degree, or maybe they have money to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Kim and Big Papa, whoa.
Oh
It we ain't never seen that man. Did you ever see his face? Did she ever show him? I don't even know what
no,
that man
I
looks
think I
like.
ended up Googling him
Oh, okay.
because I was
Yeah,
curious. Like,
yeah, literally. So it's just kind of like she's there because she has this unknown rich boyfriend.
Sugar daddy.
a sugar daddy. So
Mm-hmm.
it's, yeah, it's like showing the aesthetics of what a housewife means
Mm-hmm.
in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think that plot kind of just, I'm not gonna say falls apart,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well, yes.
the root of that kind
Mm-hmm.
of, it we kind of lose the plot a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. And definitely from season three, even season two.
Mm-hmm.
Season three, two and three onwards, it kind of fell more into the like the drama, the petty, the this and that. And now being in season five and season six, like we're just fully in it now. Like this is what it is. Um,
Exactly.
so that was my beginning
And I feel
synopsis.
like, I mean, this is my very first watch. So I feel like seeing how people are changing and like adapting to being on camera, like even the husbands, seeing the husbands just like go from not really making that many appearances or just kind of being like we know that, we know that Greg's there, we know that Apollo's there, to being like shit stirs and like talking shit. Like I'm like, hello, Peter.
Hell,
Are you a
oh, that
housewife?
man, he's going to
Like
hell,
it's
prison and hell.
like it was so like he's just in so much drama. I'm just like, damn, like get out of women's businesses. Like, what the fuck? So I think that's very interesting.
I also don't like the way some of these men be talking to their wives, especially Peter, but also Cordell.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Cordell.
whoa, no nigga could ever talk to me like that.
I was
Like,
on Reddit and
whoa,
somebody was like, somebody called his head. Somebody said he had a long head, and I just
he
thought that was
do.
so funny. Yeah, they
He
was
got
just
a very interesting
it was
shape.
like I don't like his long head ass, and I was like, that's yeah,
He
very
got a
valid.
long head like vertically and like
It's just very
horizontally.
yeah, it's just very geometrical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Mm.
it's like cylinder-esque. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
cube,
Cylinder head ass.
prism.
Okay.
Yeah,
Prism. That's way more accurate. Yeah.
yeah. But should we start off with Portia and Cordell? Because I can go into a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
So I mean, first of all, Portia's first introduced in season 5. She's
Mm-hmm.
young. She's young, and and she's young.
She the hot young thing in town.
Exactly. She's introduced. She's married to Cordell, who's a former, I think he's like a retired football player at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what else he's doing, but they kind of present her as like she's this pampered princess.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the descendant or the granddaughter of Hosea Williams, who was a civil rights activist in during the civil rights movement, and so she runs his charity, or she's a part of it at least. I think she throws events, and yeah, she just kind of seems like very young, just very naive, and I don't know. Their whole dynamics is very interesting because I feel like he's just very controlling. Like like
How
she'll,
old is he?
he's like, I know he's like over 10 years older than her. Like he's in his, like I know at that point she's like 31 or 30,
Yeah, she's 31.
and he's like in his 40s.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that explains a lot.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, he was acting like her daddy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Ew.
Like she would, it's so interesting because there would be scenes where she'd be like venting about things happening, and he's like, yeah, you need
You
to
need to nip that in the bud.
nip
For
that in the bud
real.
right now, for real.
Whoa. Nigga, who are you? I
I'm scared. Did you get
thought we
to,
was equals. Like, I don't know.
have you gotten to the episode where they go to the strip club?
With Apollo?
Oh no, this is like they're on a girls trip. Maybe
And
you
this
haven't got to the girls trip episode
is
yet.
it towards the end or the beginning?
It might be towards the end.
Okay. All right. They took
I
another girls trip after Anguilla?
they take girls trips every season. Like
But I'm saying like after Anguilla there was another one in that season?
yeah, they went to visit Nene in
Oh no,
California.
I didn't get that yet. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there's gonna be some more stuff. I mean, how do you feel about like spoilers right now? Like, what's a spoiler for you? What's a boundary around what you
A
are?
spoiler is what you were saying earlier, probably about Kim and Sheree.
Oh, damn.
It's okay because I didn't
Yeah.
get all of it,
Uh-huh.
but that's a spoiler. But if there's anything plot wise that does end up connecting back to what we're talking about, it's okay. I'm gonna get there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's just there's just something that is really interesting that happens, I think, when they go to the strip club with Portia.
Mm-hmm.
She uh, yeah, I think it gives a little bit of context and I feel like it starts to really reveal um her relationship with Cordell. He's just a weird
Mm-hmm.
guy. I don't really like him.
I don't like him at all. I don't really
Yeah.
like any of the
I don't like anybody.
men,
I feel
if
like
we're
the
being honest.
yeah, I feel like maybe the one that's the most sort of likable is Greg. And I feel like even
Oh,
then,
no, I
he,
like Greg a lot.
I feel like Greg, he's just supportive of his wife.
Yes.
I feel like he knows Nini's not always right, but he's gonna stand 10 toes beside her, behind her. Like, he's not gonna play about her.
Yes, like
Um,
he loves his wife.
yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, they also have a 10 plus year age gap.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
and
What?
so yes, and so did you get to? Damn it! It's like I don't know where you are in the season. Where are you right now? Because I'm like trying to be
I
mindful
literally, okay, so
because there's
I
just so much that
literally,
happens.
it is. I literally was just finished the episode where Cordell was like, "Oh, you need to nip that in the bud." And so
Hmm.
later at this event, oh, I forgot what event this. Oh, Cynthia's charity event
Hmm.
where he sits down with Cynthia and is like, "I don't like the way y'all act. It just
Uh,
disgusts me. I don't know why y'all can't just act normal.
oh,
If my spouse,
yeah,
whoa." And
yeah.
then it was also where, and we gonna get into this.
Uh,
Candy was doing a gospel song. Oh,
chill.
oh Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Marvin
Marvin
Sapp,
Sapp.
he can
Yeah.
sing.
That's why I'm like,
Like
why
when they
would
start,
he?
you don't think Candy can sing?
I know you, I listen, I know you've trying to convince me she could sing, and
I
I'm
did not
not
say
saying
that. No, I'm saying I'm asking. You don't think Candy can sing?
um
Question mark.
I don't think she is a strong singer, no.
I feel like she has a very interesting voice, and I feel like she knows. I feel like she. I feel like she is musical, and
Yes, like
she understands how to control her voice. I think she knows how to control her voice. I feel like she can, and I say that, and I'm also not a musician, but I mean, to some extent, I am. I
to
would.
some extent, yeah.
I feel like she controls her voice enough to sound good, okay. I don't know that she is. I feel like she just has a unique voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was an episode where you'll get to where she does this like in a she's in a theater and she
Yeah.
kind of like does this like operatic um this like vocal thing and I'm like she really was hitting them high notes with Escape like she was doing them little high notes like she I feel like she's I don't know if she's trained. I feel like she's probably trained because I know she said she went to a performing arts school. So I just feel like she's just trained, and I feel like she knows how to utilize her voice. I don't know if I like her songs that much, like when she writes for herself. Maybe it's just the style and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think she's not a good singer. I don't think she's like
It's
great.
like she's not, yeah, she's not a good singer, obviously.
Yeah.
Like she understands music, she understands vocal
Uh huh.
layering, like she understands harmony, she understands these things.
Yeah. But
Like
yeah.
I don't want to hear it from her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like it's not nails on a chalkboard,
Yeah.
but it's like
Sometimes I'm
some
worried. I'm like, where are you going? And then, but then I feel like when I get to that point, she kind of pulls it back. That's why I'm like, I feel like she got control. Cause sometimes I'm worried, but then she doesn't go there.
you know what?
She knows
Yeah,
her limits.
it's never like she goes there to where it's like, ooh, no, you need to. But you're right. It's like she has me worried, but I'm worried all the time
Yeah.
because I just feel like she just gonna pass that point of like. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I'm
you got,
terrified a little bit.
and also I laugh at this every time and I can't stop laughing. Her intro for
Hmm.
season 5,
Yeah.
why does she do that?
What did she say? Oh, is that what she sings?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
I
may
s-
be small. Oh,
That's so
like
funny.
what?
It's so funny. She talks about her
Dang.
height often. I forget she's like 5'2".
I
Um,
mean, everybody else talked about her height as well, like the whole
yeah.
talls versus small thing.
Oh yeah. And when Nene was like,
I guess y'all didn't realize she was that small, right?
no, there's
At
a part.
the shoe premiere.
There's a part where Nene's like, I like Todd. Like, both him and Nene. I mean, what she
Yes,
said, both him and
both him and
Candy,
Candy.
they're small with big heads. Or
I'm
no,
sorry.
wait, wait.
What?
She said like they're both short. She was like Todd short, Candy short.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Candy's mom said that.
I don't like Candy's mom, bro.
She
Like
does say she was like, why would you introduce them? Like, she was like two little people with big heads. Why would you do that?
that's what Mama Joy said.
Yes, yes. That's the
Something
most I'll
is
say.
wrong with that woman.
Yes, yes. So you have a list here of some of the wildest like relationship dynamics that you have experienced on the show. And the first one you
Yes.
have here is Phaedra and Kenya. Why? Is that like the
That,
is this the booty gate?
yes,
Booty
this is
gate.
so. Last night I was in tears.
Yeah.
Um, First of all, first let me just break down
Okay.
their dynamic. So
Yeah.
basically, at the beginning of season 5, when Kenya first appeared,
Mhm.
Kenya was kind of seen as this off person.
Yeah, she is off. She's off the gate.
Oh, you believe? Oh, you agree that she's off?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
think
she's
she on?
no, mm, no, I don't think she's on. There is something. Sorry, I don't like to do that gesture, but there is something different about her.
Yes.
Um, but also I kind of agree with her. Like, I don't like the use of them, Phaedra being like, oh, she needs like medication
Oh yeah, that was
essentially and shit like
ableist.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Like I didn't like any of that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so but when she first came onto the season, yeah, she was viewed as this kind of like black sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And then she invites herself on this trip to Anguilla, and her and Portia, we'll get into that. But basically nobody's really liking her. Her and Cynthia have this thing, they got off on a bad foot. But but Phaedra was the only one that kind of, was watching from afar, but kind of was fucking with her just a little bit. And
Mm-hmm.
so they were seeming like on really good terms. So after this Anguilla trip, Phaedra and Apollo, her husband, were like, I want to put out a workout tape. Is it
Mm-hmm.
just one workout tape or is it a series? I was very confused on that.
I think at the time I was understanding it to be just one
Like
workout tape,
one
but it might
video.
be a series. It might be a series. Who
These
knows?
niggas ain't thinking. I don't know.
They just
So
want
yeah,
money.
literally. Okay, so one workout video that cost that is just so dumb. Anyways,
I'm crying.
they want to put out a workout video together.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya has a production company.
Mm-hmm.
Since her and Kenya are cool, she's
Yeah.
like, "Hey Kenya, we should work together. You have a production company. I have a workout tape called Donkey Booty
Yeah. Donkey booty. Whatever.
workout tape, literally."
Yeah.
And Kenya was like, great, cool. The problem starts here. No official paperwork, documentation, anything like that was signed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just kind of seems word of mouth
Mm-hmm.
between them two. And because everything is word of mouth and nothing's official,
Mm-hmm.
Kenya's, starting her process of getting production deals on the table and finding people to back Phaedra's idea. And Phaedra's doing photo shoots and stuff like that, and all this stuff. They doing all these things. So when it comes down to, Kenya tells Portia, "Hey, I have this production deal on the table, and this is my fee, but I would also like 10% of the revenue made off this, because I'm already giving you guys a good fee. I've already found a good uh investor, I guess, for lack of better words. And yeah, like I've done all this work already for like 4 weeks. 4 weeks of work you've done without signing anything is still very bizarre to me.
Hmm.
Because I wouldn't be doing shit if nothing was signed yet. That's just me.
Yeah.
So Phaedra's like, that 10%, no, you're not
Right.
getting that. And honestly, throughout the couple of episodes, they didn't clarify that Phaedra was still paying a fee. The way they
Mm.
cut that and made it seem like was like Phaedra wanted to do all of this for free off of Kenya. But we finally got to a clarification later on in the
Hmm.
episodes that Phaedra was going to pay the fee, but Kenya wanted that 10% because Kenya's like, this is how I make my money and this, da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, and blah, 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 blah,
Hmm.
blah. So,
But Kenya was running on saying that she didn't want her pair at all.
yes,
Yeah, like that was her ammunition. Like she was
yes,
like, "You think I'm supposed to do this for free?" But it wasn't that she
it
wasn't.
wasn't,
Phaedra just felt like she shouldn't receive residual money
mhm,
after she's paid her producer fee.
yes.
And personally, I don't really know how that stuff works, so I'm very curious if
So
that's even normal.
I looked it up a little bit. Yeah, so like even in my experience, when somebody outsources us, as far as I know, they pay a studio fee,
Mhm.
they pay us as editors,
Mhm.
mixers, et cetera. But
But there's no
we don't
residual.
get no, we
Yeah.
don't get like royalty checks or anything
Right.
from episodes being done. It's usually
Yeah.
just like those things. So it's like, okay, I understand Phaedra in that sense of like, why would it be residual
Yeah.
when I'm already paying you the fee, but XYZ?
Yeah.
But also, here's like I was saying, I was like, well, if this is Kenya's rules,
Mhm.
that's just it. But then this is where they both fucked up because they don't sign any paper. So
Mhm.
it's just like nothing's really official for real.
Mhm.
And so they get into this whole thing. Basically, Kenya is like, fuck this, I'm not working with y'all. Go find another production company. And then starts her own workout tape called Stallion Booty.
What?
And then it just gets to a point where they're both together, going back and forth about, oh, well, who would want a donkey booty? A donkey is the ass, and da da
Yeah.
da da da. And that just sounds just so rugged. And stallion, oh, don't you know stallion is a male horse? Not saying you look like a male, and da da da. It's just like all of this donkey booty and stallion booty.
Mhm.
This is why we arguing.
Yeah. Yeah. But isn't it? I mean, I feel like when people are calling Kenya out for like literally stealing Phaedra's idea, she don't give a fuck.
At
She's
all.
standing 10 toes down in it
She
because
sees nothing wrong.
yeah, because I genuinely feel like she probably just liked the idea, and that's why she wanted to receive. I mean, she probably just wanted the money, but also wanted to receive. I thought she should receive the residual, whatever the fucks, instead of just doing her own tape in the first place. I feel like she was just mad that she didn't have the idea first. And yeah, it was just weird. It was petty.
Mm.
Like grown ass women, and I think that's what the crux of the show is. It's just like grown ass women like beefing over just really childish things. I feel like with Phaedra, and I thought it was very interesting because kind of going into Portia and Kenya's relationship. So Portia and Kenya off the rip, they butt heads because Portia um calls Kenya the like a former Miss America, and she doesn't know Kenya's like actual pageant title, which was Miss USA, I think 1993.
Yes.
And so I just think my personal opinion is that I think Kenya was just she felt disrespected, but I think she felt disrespected, and also I think Kenya's insecure. Like I think she's insecure in her age, and Portia being younger than her, and feeling she didn't. I feel like in that moment it just made her feel old, and because
Mm-hmm.
this young person doesn't know who I am or doesn't know the extent. Because I knew she had a title, and I feel like I am an old head, and by old head, yeah, I'm an old head. So I've watched a lot of like
Mm-hmm.
'90s like sitcoms and shows, and so I remember Kenya. I remember seeing Kenya in a lot of, like I know she was in an episode of Martin. She was in a lot of like
Oh my
'90s,
God, yeah.
yeah, film and TV and stuff like that. So yeah, she has had a career, but like at this point, this is like 2000 season 5 was like 2012,
Yeah,
2011, so
2012.
2012. So
Yeah.
like, she's a little bit washed out, washed up at this point, and I feel like she's very insecure about that. and she kind of just really kind of uh, basically she just kind of goes off on Portia. But Portia is just like she immediately I feel like is like this person is not cool. Like you're not okay. And I feel like from then Portia did not fuck with Kenya.
Yeah,
And once she got to that point, and I respect it. Like I do think yes, I feel like Portia's a little ignorant when she's younger. And I do think she is very naive and has like
yeah,
this, she's just young. I feel like my okay, I have no I'm not like a biggest Portia fan. Like I don't really have any like I feel like my only thing with Portia is just that she's very naive and she's very young. And I feel like it's
yes,
just heightened because she's around older women. And I feel like a lot of the issues that they have with her is that she is young. And I feel like instead of especially child, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Um but anyway, Portia's just kind of like, well, you see how she treated me, why would you think that she's gonna be a good
treat
friend?
you any
Because
different? Yeah,
Phaedra is kind of like, oh, haha, like she thinks Kenya's so she likes Kenya's like, what does she call
fun
her?
side.
Yeah, like she's kind of whimsical and da da da. But I'm
Yes,
like, she's
yes.
unhinged. Like
Still,
she's
okay.
not just fun.
She took control of the boat, and now like everybody's like, oh, she's just so fun. Like
Yeah, yeah, like it's
I'm just
just
like,
yeah, it's just yeah, like I feel like Kenya. I don't know, bad vibes. I feel like very bad vibes. And I feel like she's one of those people that kind of she does this thing where I feel like she fulfills her own prophecies, like a self-fulfilling prophecy of like
yeah,
she does the most wildest, outlandish shit for attention, and then when people call her out for it, she plays victim. She's like, I don't understand why nobody cares about me. She's like, I went through this hard thing, I went through this, I went through that, nobody called me. I wonder why. Because you
yeah,
push everybody away. Like, so you've seen Anguilla, right?
yeah.
And in Anguilla, Apollo. But here's the thing. Okay,
Oh,
I don't
Anguilla's a
fuck.
whole nother.
Should we stay on Portia and King a little bit, or should we move to Anguilla?
I
Cause
just like when Portia was like, "Bye, Ashy." I'm sorry, that
oh
was
yeah,
funny.
she was like by Ashy. And you know what's funny? I do think Kenya must be Ashy.
Ashy feet, yeah, I can see that low
There's because
key.
somebody her dad calls her out in season 6 for having ashy feet.
What the fuck?
Like I think that's
No,
like a
he
real
must have watched season 5 because what the fuck?
because I thought that was like no, like he got in the car, she's like picking him up, and he's like, "Why your feet look like that?" So I'm like, "Damn, like she must perpetually have ashy feet. Like that must be a
Her
real
skin must just dry out, you know? It
yeah."
happens.
But
I can't talk.
Anguilla, Anguilla was such an
Anguilla.
interesting. So they take a trip to Anguilla, right? And this is a couples trip, right? It's all the couples. It's Nene and Greg, Todd and Candy, Cynthia and Peter,
Hmm. Portia
Portia and
and
Cordell,
Cordell, yeah.
and Apollo and Phaedra, and then
And
Kenya.
Kenya, no, Kenya and whatever that man's name is, and that was crazy.
Who? Oh,
Yes,
Walter.
and Walter.
Oh my fucking God.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Walter?
whoa.
Why did I? Okay, immediately when I saw them together, I just had to do some research
Yes.
because I'm like, there's no way this is
What
real.
did you find?
It was fake. Like she paid Walter. It came out that she paid him.
Like
Um,
before the show?
yeah, apparently to my knowledge, they dated briefly at some point,
Mm-hmm.
or either and the way that she describes it is that they started talking again, like and then
Mm,
she got the opportunity to be on the show and whatnot. But the way Walter describes it is that they dated briefly like years prior, and then I don't know if they started talking again or whatever, but she basically offered him like, you can come on the show, pretend to be my boyfriend. I don't know if it was like pretend to be my boyfriend, but she was like, I'm going on the show,
no,
and
something
so
is
so
wrong
that's
with
why if
Kenya.
you watch did you get to the scene where they're arguing because you finished the Anguilla
Yeah, oh
part, right?
yeah, that was
So
so stupid.
like that's why if you listen to their arguments, they're not arguing about anything like
Substantial.
exactly like it doesn't really give couple that's been together for 2 years, and it just gives like she's just delusional
It
like.
gives situationship.
Yeah, cause he's like, what the fuck? Like he's like, I thought we were just vibing, and she's
Literally, I
like,
thought
are
we
you
was
gonna
vibing.
propose to
Are
me?
you gonna
Like,
propose me? You said 3 more days. You know what though? and even though Kenya, whoa, something completely not, that's when I first was like, there's something wrong with this woman. But I'm not gonna lie, during that trip, I wish he was a little bit more straightforward from the beginning. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna propose to you. Like, I'm
Hmm.
not doing that. Like, instead, he kind of was like not beating around the bush, but just like not being as direct with her that I think she needs because then she has this idea in her head
Hmm.
and she's telling people and she's hoping and and it's like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment.
Hmm.
I don't want to see any of that.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. It was hard to watch. I luckily I don't experience secondhand embarrassment often.
Mm.
Sometimes, very, very rarely. If anything, I'm just like, damn, like that's wild that that's happening. To this, like that's wild that this is happening right now. But when I saw it, I'm just like, damn, like she's really delusional. Like she's really. It was just so hard. Like I guess it was hard to watch. Like yeah, it was
Hard
kind
to
of just
watch.
like she was like, and he was kind of just like, I don't want to feel forced to do anything.
And he did say that quite a few times.
Yeah, and
And
it
it's just like you're not picking up on that.
no,
Like,
the part when he's like you never know. She's like
oh God. He
he's
said,
like, oh, it's so
ah,
romantic. Like we could get married or
Mary, we could
like
elope literally tomorrow.
and he's like, 3 days. I'm like, why? Like why is that
Why
your
would
re-?
you? Yeah.
But anyways,
Oh God. Yeah.
basically this is a fake relationship that is being had in front of us, and everybody, all of them are clocking. Everybody's saying that they don't feel like it's a real
Yeah,
relationship.
everybody's just like,
It's really weird.
um,
It's awkward. Like
y'all
Portia,
don't look like y'all
even
go
there,
together.
Portia's flirting with hella people.
Yes. Not Portia.
I'm
Kenya.
sorry, Kenya.
Yes.
She's flirting with hella people. She's flirting with the people that work there. She's flirting with
It's
strangers. She's
weird.
flirting
It's
with Apollo.
weird.
And so people are just like, "Are you really in a relationship?" And then Nini's just like getting her life. She's like, one thing about Nini, she's going to
She gonna
laugh
live for something. No,
at
for
the
real.
drama. Like
She loves a good laugh.
she's so tickled. It's so funny seeing her in the reunions.
Confessionals. Oh, the
That
reunions.
and she's just laughing like at
Yes.
everything. Like she just loves drama. So that was just very interesting. And then the whole thing with Apollo, I was irritated because I'm just like, I feel like the way that Phaedra and
You mean when
I,
Kenya was trying to get at Apollo?
yes, but also Apollo's a grown ass man. Like
Yes.
I
And
feel
why is
like,
it like, oh, yes, go. Sorry. I
yeah,
just,
like I feel like the way that it was handled is like now Phaedra has beef with Kenya, and I
yes.
think rightfully so to some extent. But I'm just like, also, why is Apollo like
Just
flirting
like a
back?
baby, like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
He's
Oh, I
like
didn't even realize she's flirting with me and throwing me in the pool and I'm throwing her in the pool. What the fuck are we like, what are we talking about here?
grown ass man.
Grown ass man,
I
and then
feel
you
like
got
it's
Phaedra like
yeah,
talking about like, oh no, it is not southern like and lady like to touch another woman's man and da, 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 da. Like this whole Southern Belle thing she got going on though.
child, the
I
patriarchy.
really just want her to drop it. I want her to drop it so bad.
Yeah, the patriarchy is so strong. It's so strong. Like just this the reality where like you rather like you're gonna fall out with this woman because it's, against girl code or whatever to be
Yeah.
flirting with your man, but he's also making those decisions. Like he's a grown ass man. He's also deciding to put her over his shoulder and jump in the pool. Like everybody know that's such a like boy thing to do when you're flirting with a girl. Like it's just so childish to me, and I feel like this whole thing. I don't like Apollo. I feel like after that, I did not fuck with him. I
You
don't
know
like
what?
him. I do
So,
not like him.
something about Apollo, no offense. No offense, but ever since we met Apollo, I feel
Mhm.
like season 5 is when I started to like see, I guess, more of his characteristics.
Mhm.
But before that, it just always felt like he's Kenya's just like
Mhm.
lapdog low key. Like
Portia. I mean, sorry,
or
Phaedra.
Phaedra's,
So many
yes.
names. Yeah, Phaedra.
Right.
Yeah, because he's also
Yeah.
younger. Like they have like a 5 year age gap. Like I think on the first what was it season 3? I think he's like 32. She's like 37 or some shit. Um,
And they've only been married for 2 years.
and they're only been married for 2 years. Like it just kind of gives that.
Or 3 years, sorry, 3 years.
Phaedra, Phaedra's this established like lawyer,
Yes.
and she's like, now she's a mortician, like
Yeah.
is a businesswoman. It just kind of feels like she has all these plans for herself, and she expects him to like fall in line and like
Yeah.
just support her. Now she's a mother.
Yeah.
He just has to show up, and she's basically treating him like that's her third child. Like
Yes.
that, like he just has to show up, support her, be a father to his children. And like I feel like they don't really discuss, they kind of briefly talk about what he does, but it's not
What
like
does he do? Just work out or be a fitness trainer or something? What does he
at,
do? I literally
at
don't know.
first in the first season, or in season 3, they said he works in like asset management or asset, yeah, nobody knows what that is. I don't think anybody knows what that is,
Okay.
so we don't really know what Apollo does. I think he works in an office of sorts. um And that's all I know. I know he wears a button down every now and
A
then.
button down and everybody just falls out on the floor. Button
Right.
down and some fucking Ray-Ban shades.
Yeah. So I definitely agree. I definitely think Phaedra babies him, and m- what do they call that? They weaponize incompetence or whatever that men be doing.
Yes.
That's kind of his vibe.
Yes.
Hmm.
Heavy on that. Yeah,
So
I don't really fuck with him.
yeah, they have a very interesting dynamic. Very interesting
Very odd.
dynamic.
And then that one scene where they're at the strip club and he was talking about how like and it was this whole thing like, oh, Phaedra and Apollo gonna get divorced
Yeah.
and they the way they cut it up, also reality TV is just so funny.
You talking
They
about when
cut
they
it up.
kiss?
Yes. And they cut these
They're so
scenes
fucked
up
up.
and make it sound way more dramatic
Yeah.
until you get to the actual scene and then all the other context is around it is like, oh, that's normal. Like
Yeah.
that's not even nothing crazy.
Hmm.
But she it was just like he was telling the other guys like, oh, y'all don't realize like Phaedra, I'm dealing with a beast, like
Hmm.
it's a lot and da 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 and
And what was the context again?
that him and Phaedra were getting a divorce
Hmm.
and the guys were asking about that and he was just like, nah, but like like she is a lot, she is a lot to da, da,
Hmm.
da, da.
Yeah, and I feel like they argue a little bit more in season 6. Like they show, like again, like as time goes on, that mask is starting to slip. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
now there's like a little bit more sound bites of them kind of like arguing like between each other, and they're mic'd up, so you can hear that.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it gets a little bit more like you start to see kind of the cracks. And I feel like Phaedra is a person who she cares a lot about her image. She cares a lot about her image. And I
Yes,
feel
like
like even in those moments where she's clearly uncomfortable, she kind of just avoids doing anything about it or saying how
yes.
she feels. And she kind of just tries to dismiss it so that she doesn't slip up her image. And she cares. And it's just so obvious how much she's like protecting her image on the
She's
show.
using those tactics, those lawyer tactics to try to get herself out of any weird situation she's put in. Just like that scene with her and
Yeah.
Cynthia had that voicemail.
That was so uncomfortable, Loki.
And
I
then she was
was,
like, "Oh my God, like
she was
you see
something
that?
bit
Is that
me.
something bit me?
I was like, I would have been
See
so irritated. That would have pissed me off. Don't ever like what if I'm confronting you about something, obviously I feel some type of way, and I feel like as my friend you should be willing to hear me out and not distract, you know what I'm saying,
that?
not like
Yeah.
try to distract from the situation. She does that quite often.
Yes, because she knows she's in the wrong and she don't got no
Yeah,
way of getting out of it and she can't use those lawyer taxes
like you'll just
tactics
say
to try
you're
to get
sorry.
literally she I don't
Like,
think she knows how to do that. I don't think she's ever except later on she
mhm.
did apologize to Cynthia with like those
Yeah.
flowers or whatever. But like that was after time and time of her
Hmm.
denying it and saying
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't even remember saying that."
No,
But it's
she
just like
lied.
you this
Yeah.
is literally you. Like that's literally
I think it's quite terrifying. It makes
very.
like I feel like I'm such a person that I'm maybe honest to a fault. Like
Mhm.
and so whenever people are really like they be like whenever I see instances where I'm just like, damn, like people really be lying. Like that's really I feel like it stresses me out because I'm just like, damn, like I'm supposed to just know that somebody's just. And I mean, in that situation, obviously, it was very obvious because she was just not saying anything. She just changing the subject. And
Yeah,
I'm just like, why the fuck would y'all accept that? Like, y'all, me, I'm like, there ain't no bite on you, girl. I know you heard what I'm saying. Like,
literally.
yeah. So I think Phaedra's a very interesting because I think, her and Candy are like the closest right now up to this point.
Mm.
And yeah, they have a very interesting dynamic.
But even okay, so see, Kenya.
Are you thinking about Kenya right now?
Sorry, yeah. Um,
Phaedra?
Phaedra.
Uh-huh.
You said Phaedra and Candy are like up to the point you're at, are kind of like the closest.
Yeah, like they're just really close with each other
I see.
right now.
Because
And I think they're pretty
yeah,
close on season 5 too. Um I'd
like
say they're
I,
closer than the other people.
yeah, I can see
Um
that.
and I think that yeah, they trust each other a lot, I feel like. Just compared to the other relationships and the other women on the show. I feel like Phaedra she hasn't I feel like she also doesn't really have like blatant fallouts with people. It just kind of
No,
creeps up. Like I think the whole thing with Kenya, it just kind of it goes over time. Like I feel like Kenya is one of those people that she likes to poke, 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 and I think Phaedra is like a pull, like she pulls away. Like
yeah.
when she starts to feel like something is off, her reaction is to just pull away from the
She like
situation.
I'm cool. She
And
always like I'm not tripping off them. I'm not tripping off them.
yeah, like I
It's
feel
like
like that's her
okay.
way of dealing with it and coping with it. But Kenya, she can feel when people are pulling away, which makes her push. And I think
Yes.
she is just trying to like get a reaction out of Phaedra real bad.
That's why. And I just thought it was just so hilarious, but so sick in the head when Kenya showed up to that charity event
Hmm.
dressed up in all the different various outfits of Portia
Yeah.
Phaedra.
Why would you do that?
That why would you do that? Why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah. And then the butt pads.
The butt pads, booty out butt pads, fishnet
Yeah, that was just
bathing
disrespectful.
like and then the church hat.
Yeah.
The church hat.
And she probably thought that was so funny. Like
She
she
thought she
thought,
ate with and then I hated the fact that Miss Lawrence, and I love
mm,
Miss Lawrence. I
mm,
like me some Miss Lawrence. I
yeah.
just hated the fact that Miss Lawrence, because in the scene before,
Mm,
he's like, "Oh my God, like they not gonna be ready for you the way you gonna shut it down." I was like,
yeah.
"Okay, she probably put on a real nice outfit."
Yeah.
I saw her pull up in the car with the church hat. Then I was like, church hat. Okay,
Yeah.
where are we going with this? And then it cut to her inside with the butt pads and the
Mm,
fishnet and the booty out with the church hat.
yeah.
And Phaedra's reaction was like, oh Lord,
Yeah.
that killed me. And then it's Miss Lawrence going along with it, like
Mm.
dressed up as a fucking, no offense, but like dressed up in like house S word attire, house slave attire.
What?
Yeah,
I don't
like
remember the scene.
he had like fucking like oh god, fisticuffs. Is that what it's called? Like the
Why? Apollo?
no. Miss Lawrence
No, I'm saying like why was she dressed like that?
to accompany Kenya with the whole like brunch hat attire, like Southern Belle, like oh I'm a Southern Belle.
Oh,
It was
interesting.
weird. It was odd. I didn't think he was gonna
Interesting.
fall into that, but
Honestly, Miss Lawrence is a little shady, not gonna lie. I feel like honestly, the way that they use gay people as accessories,
oh, for
um,
sure. All of them on that show.
what's so funny to me seeing what's her name? Cynthia's assistant, who gets into it with Kenya when they first meet. And
Yes.
recognizing him, because
Yes.
he was on the first season of Love Is Blind, and he's from
Oh.
he's from Louisiana, and
Okay. That's your people.
it's just funny because on Love Is Blind, he basically crashes out because he reveals to his fiance on the show that he's bisexual, and she's just she doesn't like get angry, but I think she just takes it hard or whatever that's supposed to mean.
Mm.
And she was just like, "Oh, this is just a lot to process, like I didn't know, da da da." And he's like, "This is why I don't tell anybody," like da da da, and he like curses her out, like, and then he storms out and leaves.
I think I remember hearing
Yeah,
about
and
this.
I just remember reading about it, so I was just like, "You
Oh
was literally
wow.
Cynthia's gay assistant on Real
Literally.
Housewives."
And now you trying to okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm,
it's very interesting how worlds collide. But yeah, so Chow, yeah, it's just a lot going on, I think, on the show. Um,
yeah.
Candy, Candy is Candy, you
Candy's
know?
candy. A Taurus. I would dare I
Yeah.
say a true Taurus.
Yeah, like
Like,
she gets angry when she's hungry, like even
yeah,
on the show,
oh, yeah.
like crashing the fuck out. You'll see later on in this season when they go to California.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
Nene, I
ah,
had very complex feelings for Nene on that season because I
mm-hmm.
think at first I wanted to believe that she was evolving and she was growing past like like
The
beating
drama.
people up and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
all that. But I think it's like she takes two steps forward and then a few steps back. Like I think there's certain things that I feel like she's just stuck in
Yeah.
between seasons 5 and 6 where it's just like, do you have to say that? Like, do you have to say that? Do you have to like some of her beliefs? It just gives very much so like she's Gen X. Like
Oh,
she's
yeah.
very stuck in some of her belief systems, and it's
Yeah.
right to her. That's I forgot to finish this thought earlier, but her and Greg are 10 plus years apart, and so when Portia and you'll start to see what happens with her and Cordell.
Mm.
Nini's like appoints herself kind of like a older, more nurturing in a
I see that
more
actually.
nurturing role because she feels like she can relate to Portia because that's where her and Greg were where
Mm.
Greg I guess was being controlling and Nini wanted more for herself. And so that's kind of like I feel like they kind of give a little bit more insight into I guess the breakup between her and Greg and like what really led up to that because she met him when she was younger.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really interesting because I think there's just a lot there. We can talk about age gap relationships. We can talk about those type of like just dynamics, especially for cis women and men, or cis het women and men, where I feel like it is kind of normalized for or seen as okay for older men to date younger women, and treat them however they want or I feel like in our generation and younger, we kind of see it as a little bit weirder, but I feel like in those older generations, it's more normalized.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just find it very, very interesting. And I think at the same time, I do think Nene and Greg are, extremely compatible. And I do feel like, once they went through their divorce, from what I could see on TV, obviously I didn't know these people. Um, it does seem like Greg's role shifts dramatically, where he's just like she's doing her thing, and he's just supporting her. And that's kind of
Yeah.
what season 5 is. She's in LA, she's
Yeah.
acting, she's on Glee, and she's just living her life doing her and now she's like I'm above all this da da da, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like quickly you see that she really is not above all of that. Like I think she
Once she gets
thought
back in
that
that environment.
exactly like she's like she takes steps back, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's just extremely triggering for her. And that's kind of sometimes the reality, like you really just have to get away from a certain environments to actually act on the growth that you want to see within yourself. So I feel like again, I have very complex, and that's the reality of this. It's reality TV. These are all people. They all have complex lives. They all have complex experiences, and they all come from different backgrounds. So, and what they're showing us on TV is highly edited, highly clipped, and it's a narrative is being created for the viewers. So I feel like there's only so much that we can really comment on truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm excited to keep watching it. I'm excited to keep
Me
I'm
as
actually going to be
well.
watching it today after this.
Same.
um
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
yeah, yeah, how are you feeling about First of all, do you have a favorite housewife before we leave, and why?
The only reason why I'm gonna say, and we didn't even get to Kim. Honestly, fuck
There's
Kim.
no
Like I
reason to get
literally,
to
there's no
Kim.
reason to get to
I
Kim. She
don't.
didn't want to be on the rest of the seasons, and it's so jarring how literally you don't see her for the rest of the season.
I didn't.
Whatever.
I didn't even realize she wasn't there until they said it. Like until somebody mentioned her name. I was like, oh.
I wouldn't have noticed it until you told me. That's
I
why
was
I
like,
was like, oh wow, she really
she's
not in
what is?
any of these episodes.
She's
And
racist.
literally, and I'm not missing a damn thing. So it's just like,
Exactly.
um, but yeah, my favorite is probably right now just gonna be I like Nene.
Hmm.
I like Nene. I
Yeah.
think I just like Nene because like there's just nostalgia. She's just funny and she's
Yeah.
always
She's
just
very
been funny.
funny. She's a
But
comedian. Yeah.
a close relator to me is probably Candy, and it's
Uh.
because she is a Taurus, and I just do see similarities between
Yeah.
us. And, she likes the whole family lifestyle, just like
Yeah.
loyal. She don't play about her partner. Like
Uh.
it's just like I get that. I understand.
She
So
do not
probably
play about
Candy.
Tide. No.
She do not play about Tosh. She was
In
like,
his head.
no
No.
disrespect to you, Kenya, but why are you bringing this up at my man's party right now? I
She
said, I
does
know that's
not play
right.
about that man or her. Yeah.
Or her
Or
child.
her child. Or shit. Or her mama.
Or
Unfortunately.
her mom, unfortunately. Don't talk
Yeah.
about my mama. But you're not gonna talk about Did you I don't know if you got that far yet in the reunions.
No, but I did get to a part where Todd and her assistant are kind of like talking to her and being like, "Hey, y'all need to figure this out." And she's just like, she's basically like, "I'm gonna stick beside my mama."
I'm gonna
Cause
stick
Todd,
beside my mama.
cause I'm not gonna hold you. Todd did piss me off with that, where he kind of like, he was like, "Oh, like if you don't get together, like I might leave you." Like basically, um, threatening to
Yeah.
break up with her, and I didn't like that
Not
because
an
I'm just
ultimatum.
yeah, I didn't like that, and I feel like that's just a weird position to put somebody in, especially
Mm-hmm.
somebody you want to marry. And so
Mm-hmm.
she just kind of it triggered her, and she's just like, "You see, this is a marriage. You can just leave when you want to. My mama, she gonna always be there."
Right.
And I'm just like, "Sure, yeah,
Mm.
she's gonna put you through hell to be there,
Yeah.
but
But
yeah, I guess
hey, that's
so."
your mama. So
Exactly. So yeah,
don't talk about my mama.
I feel like if I had to have a favorite, I don't have a favorite, unfortunately. I just feel like
That's fair.
I don't really care for any of them, but yeah, I would think Candy is probably she's just the realist. I think she don't really
And
lie. I feel
she
like
don't.
she's if somebody calls her out for something, she's gonna stand 10 toes down in it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
She gonna
it's
call somebody else out and be like, hey,
she's gonna call
that doesn't
somebody
even
else
sound
out.
right.
If somebody confides in her, she's like no. Like I feel like she's real. All
She's
of them,
very real.
I
She's
think she's
very real.
real. She is the richest one on there, and I feel like she doesn't
Yes.
talk about it, which I
No.
appreciate. She's not the flashiest, but she's the
A
richest.
Taurus. Oh my God.
Like I think
Like,
she's real. I think she's
she's
real. Do I
real.
think she has things to work? We all got things to work.
Yes, exactly.
But I do think, yeah, I think her, and then I think Cynthia is growing on me.
Yeah, Cynthia is, in my opinion, under Candy in terms of real.
Yeah, I
Um,
think she's
I
pretty
don't
honest.
get too many weird vibes sometimes here and there
I think
from
she's a little bit of a
Cynthia.
pushover sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. We all got problems. But
Yeah, exactly.
um,
Cynthia and then Portia, I think Portia's okay with me. She's thus
I like
far.
Portia. Yeah.
Now
Thus far.
I will say I know that she is in a lesbian relationship right now, in
Mm.
2026. I can see why. Watching, I can see why. She was giving gay. And I can get into more depth later, like in another episode. But there's just
You
certain
said you
things
wanted me to eat your pussy underneath the table.
that was said. When was this said?
I think it's a little bit later. I think.
Oh, now you got spoilers. That's crazy. I don't fuck with Candy's mom. I don't fuck with her mom at all. I do not fuck with her
Yeah, she on the
mom.
chopping block for real.
I don't fuck with her mom. Like
Yeah.
I don't fuck with her mom. I don't
Her
fuck
mom
with
is annoying and she's been annoying since
the first.
we first met Candy.
Yeah, she's just overly involved in Candy's life. I think.
Overly involved. Just
Yeah,
like
and
cut the
Candy needs.
cord.
And I think the thing is that Candy doesn't set boundaries with her. She's just like, oh, that's
She's
just my
like, that's my
mom.
mom. That's
But
my
I'm like,
mama.
girl, like if it's impacting the people that you want to have in your life, it's making them not want to be around you. Then maybe you should like check that.
And when
Um.
she walked out of Candy's party because of the
Oh yeah,
strippers,
because of that man was
putting his
Phaedra.
dick on her face.
Wow, Phaedra is literally like
Yo,
she's
she's
so
freaked the fuck out, actually. Like,
what? She's
she's
so
on
freaked
a
out.
different level.
Both her and Apollo, Scorpios.
Oh, wow.
No, terrifying,
Like, that's
terrifying.
a lot.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
right, right.
Mm.
Yes,
Oh
and it's
God.
yeah, yeah. She's very contradicting. I feel like she's very contradicting.
How you gonna talk about being a Southern Belle? And you like, I love looking at a nice big old donkey booty. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Ooh, let me
Did you see
see.
her in the strip club yet?
I saw the first strip club, not the second
Uh,
strip club.
when she's like, "Wow," she's like, "Wow, nice shave."
Wow. And
I think she's just
and
funny.
and she is funny.
That
Like,
is funny.
and then the scene where she got the men taking off the clothes for Candy's
Party.
party, and this man from East Africa, somewhere in East Africa, and she was
Uh-huh.
like, and where are you from? Turn around, do a spin. I said, oh my God,
She's so
you ain't
funny.
got no shame. You have a husband? I don't know. I
I'm
just
crying. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious, but I do think she is conflicted. I think she's
talk,
very conflicted. I
she
think
talking about putting the kegels in her. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah,
because I'm like, none of that stuff is wrong. I think
right.
but I think she's very quick to slut shame Kenya.
Yes,
And I think it's very interesting that like she can disconnect that herself from when it's somebody else that's doing something that impacts her. Like I don't know, I think she's just very like she's very interesting. I feel like I think she's low key not confused, but at this point I think she's very interesting. Like she tries to
very interesting.
I think she tries to she's very free and very open-minded like in terms of her sexuality, but at the same time she's not. Like she's
At
not
all.
like I feel like when it's time to judge other people, she will. And
Yeah.
she
Oh,
will.
that's just distasteful. That's just
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
I
Like
don't know, honey. Like, whoa. Okay,
yeah.
weren't you just sucking down a pickle for your fucking baby photo shoot?
Photos,
Like
yeah. Deep throat in a pickle is crazy. Yeah.
and making your man take off his shirt.
Did you see when they were oh no, you haven't gotten there yet. You'll see it. You'll see it. Whenever they
Okay.
go to the strip club, you'll see it. We'll probably have
Okay.
to revisit this.
Yes, we are gonna revisit this.
But yeah, this was a great episode. We will see y'all soon.
See y'all soon.
Per.
Bye.